Woo! Look at that. Got some nice decorations on that truck.
Look at, is that a ghoul horse?
Yeah, I think so. I love that. Everybody wave to the mascot there. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Loud horns coming.
And we see their ladder truck coming by now, Shelby.
Wow, look at that. Look at the size of that ladder.
And oh my goodness, look at these little horses coming by now.
Absolutely adorable. That giant bike there on top there, that big floats, I love that. Looks something like you'd want to ride, but definitely won't make it far.
No, look at those bubbles.
Wow, I love bubbles. Gotta love having bubbles outside on a warm day. That's always a blast.
This is the Lloyd Ex Parade. Brought to you by Denham Chrysler. Here are your hosts, Jace Mackey and Shelby Clark.
Welcome everybody to the Lloyd Ex Parade 2023. This is some big stuff here, and this broadcast is brought to you by Denham Chrysler. So thank you everyone for joining us, and we have a packed and in full swing day today. It seems like everybody's already having a great time.
Yes, now we've been here for a little while now, and the streets are just getting busier and busier. Lots of people, even just in our area close to our station, are lining the streets, coming out here to see the Lloyd Ex Parade on 2023, so it's very exciting. Hey,
I know, it's great, and I feel like we wish it was a little bit sunnier. It is a bit of an overcast right now, slightly cloudy, a little bit of wind, but I think that's perfect because, you know, when it is a little bit too hot, I think a lot of people, you know, it starts to get a little bit serious, you know, you're outside for a long time, you want to enjoy the parade, so I think the weather is just perfect.
It's good right now. We are currently under a tent here for our broadcast, brought to you by the Tent Guys, so we want to give a shout out to them and thank them for providing us with this tent. But yeah, the weather, it's nice right now when the sun comes out. It's pretty warm, but then the breeze comes in and cools us off a little bit. So I think as the hour goes by of the broadcast, it'll get a little warmer too. But I'm thankful to be under this tent because we're safe from the shade, and I can't say the same things for the parade. People coming by here as well. So the theme for the parade this year is Times Are Changing.
Yeah, times are a-changing.
And they're always changing, right?
Yeah, it's perfect theme.
Exactly. And the honorary parade marshal this year is a local dentist, Dr. Neki Jamal from Wayside Dental. So he'll be coming by in the parade today. And we actually spoke with him earlier a little bit about his excitement for the role of parade marshal. So you can take a look at that conversation now.
We are joined here today with Neki Jamal with Wayside Dental, and he is our 2023 Parade Marshal. Thank you so much for joining us.
Come on, that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
It'll be wicked.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So, Neki, I'm sure a lot of people in the community know who you are. You do a lot here in the community and all over the place. How exciting and honored are you to be have been chosen to be the marshal this year?
You know, Lloydminster is my city. It's my home. And it's an absolute honor to be named the parade marshal. You get to, you know, kick off the exhibition and the following week, and it's going to be a great time. I just can't wait to see everyone there.
That's awesome. Doing a lot of waving, I'm sure.
A lot of waving. I've been practicing my waves. If you guys have any tips, I would love to hear them because I only got the standard wave so far. So you gotta let me know.
I think I got the classic queen.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I can pull that one out. I'll try.
I think that's a good enough wave.
Okay.
You got it down. I think once you're out there with the crowd, I think you'll just feed off that energy as well.
All right, I love it.
Yeah. So for the theme for this year's parade, you know, times are a-changing.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this theme? What are you most excited to see for the parade?
Times are always changing, and it's great that the city is always growing, and you know more and more people are moving to Lloyd, and I'm happy to you know kick it all off, and I think it's a great thing. Times are always a changing, and we're always keeping up to them.
Mm-hmm. And it feels like, you know, the parade's coming back, the Lloyd Fair is coming back. It's always an exciting kickoff to the summer season.
Yeah.
I think also as a parade marshal, it's kind of like you're a great representative of the community. So are you hoping maybe that people out there can kind of see you as a parade marshal and maybe think, you know what, I want to one day be up there on that stage and kind of inspire those people?
I mean, I don't know if I'm that great of a role model, but no, it's fun. Like I just can't wait to see, you know, all my patients waving And I still remember in like 2010, I dressed up in like a big toothpaste outfit, and I was walking down the parade, and that was wicked. I don't know if they'll let me wear the toothpaste outfit this year.
You might have to make a comeback.
Yeah, it might have to. I don't want to embarrass anyone, but no, it'll be fun. I just can't wait. I don't know if they want me throwing out candy, but I'll throw out some toothbrushes or something.
Okay.
Well, that's good. Everybody needs toothbrushes.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody needs it. Well, like what Jace is saying with being a great representative, for, just kind of giving to people in the community and whatnot. Are you kind of hoping that this may inspire others to kind of be like, see the importance of that?
Sure, like, we're nothing without community, and ever since, I moved here in 2009, Lloydminster, like this community has welcomed me with open arms, and I've always had crazy ideas of what I can do to shape this community and to shape the world, and everyone has always rallied behind me and joined in for whatever cause I was trying to support, and I've always thought Lloydminster has been different, because Lloydminster just really wants to help in every way possible. And I'm just so proud to be, just one of the members of this community, because we've done some amazing things, and I can't wait to see what's coming next, because times are changing.
That's so true.
If you didn't know that already.
Well, that's really awesome. So once again, thank you so much for joining us today, Neki. This is great. And have fun out there.
I'll see you out there. Yeah. So start the waving
there
right now, right?
And as you can see there, that was definitely a fun interview with Dr. Neki Jamal. He has got such a great vibe, positive
Good
energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good energy. And he was really fun to chat with, and I think he's going to have a blast in this year's parade.
Definitely a big positive energy guy, and also he does a lot here in Lloydminster for the community and also around the world with some of the work that he does. And it's great to have someone like that here in our community, and also to have him be recognized in this way.
Yeah.
The route this year for the parade is slightly different than it was last year because of the downtown construction, but it's still going to be a great parade. And I always love down the street because we live down 50th Street here.
We live pretty close, and it already seems like we got some great support going on for this parade.
But the trees over top, I like to see the parade coming by here. So we won't see it on our broadcast, but I know there'll be some photos coming out later, so I always think that's a fun kind of imagery, because those old trees, and there's kind of like the canopy and stuff like that.
Yeah, it gives some nice shade for people that need it. And it gives, you can take some great photos with all the colored floats coming through and everything.
The contrast there, yeah, exactly.
You got some good quality stuff right there. But this is already awesome that we're starting it off. Love seeing them carry that sign, all the kids there.
So they're coming onto the street that we're on, and that RCMP cruiser is getting ready to take the corner. And that's always the signal to us that the parade is underway. You hear those sirens and you see the RCMP. So very exciting to have another edition of the parade kicking off here, Shelby. And we're saying we're excited to do it again, but I think you're probably even more excited to be heading down to get some of those different food and see the rides and stuff. You can see more of our veterans here and Legion members coming by. You see different flags of all of Canada's provinces and territories.
We got the Shriners coming through as well, following right behind there. They got the mini classic cars that is slowly coming through.
You can see them there.
It's honestly, I'm calling it now. This is amazing.
I kind of like that we have our stuff here on the corner, because they're not just going straight. We got a little bit of action shot.
And here we go. We got our very own Mayor Albers. As we've said before, he loves showing that support, making it out to every event in the community. He's always present, and it's always amazing to see that we got our own mayor that's, that supportive of everybody here. So that's great to see.
Now we have some more people coming by, and you can see Neki Jamal is actually up there, our honorary parade marshal that we spoke with earlier. He seems to have gotten that wave down there, Shelby.
Hello.
Shelby's saying hi to Mayor Albers behind us, but you can see Neki Jamal coming by. And we have the Chamber of Commerce coming in now here as well. I believe the president of the Chamber of Commerce is part of the individuals there walking by.
I like their beautiful sign there too.
Nice in blue, yeah, for sure.
And look at Neki waving. He already gave us the classic wave there.
He's a pro already, right?
Yeah, he's a pro already. He was nervous about it, but I think he's nailing the wave.
Yeah.
You're watching the Lloyd Ex Parade, sponsored by Denham Chrysler. Here are your hosts, Jace Mackey and Shelby Clark.
You can see more vehicles coming by here. Part of the Lloyd Ex submission that's coming by here too is Lloyd Ex Catering. So they're saying, you know, if you've been to the Lloyd Ex and you've had a great meal, I know I've been there for different events going on, they're saying that you can go and get a meal like that anytime. They even do delivery, it says down here, so they can really coordinate maybe if it's a lunch for your staff or something like that. Just an easy meal for the family even.
And then we got the Lloydminster Rescue Squad.
Rescue Squad, they're based out of Lloydminster, obviously, but they've been around for such a long time. And they service all over. They're called by just as far as, you know, past Edmonton, even past Saskatoon. They really do help out all across beyond our region as well, and I know they're always fundraising for new items and new equipment to help them do their job, so it's great to see the rescue squad out here. So we can see Eric Healy there from the City of Lloydminster. So the City of Lloydminster, their float, they're saying out with old downtown, in with the new downtown. They're talking about the Lloydminster downtown area redevelopment plan, and they also have some old items from the Lloydminster Museum and Archives related to the downtown. So it's cool to see kind of the history. I don't know if you can see it there, the clock tower throughout the ages. I think that's kind of interesting things. You can see that heritage building.
And that vehicle on the back, that truck, I think a lot of people are going to be excited to see some of those items, the old items and everything to kind of show off what we can offer here and to show everybody. But Lloydminster and District Co-op is making their way with their big truck here, classic, and it looks like they also got something that they're going to be handing out to the crowd.
They're a great local local business that gives back as well and provides a lot of different service here.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, like that co-op grocery store and everything, there's so much they offer here along there, you know, of course their gas stations and whatnot. We gotta go check out their market.
Yeah, the marketplace is nice, and they also have a kind of car wash, I think pet wash, that's getting put, I think it's on the south side of town on Highway 17. The construction's going on for that. Behind them, as you mentioned, was Northview. They have some nice flowers on their
now we got the Lloydminster Minor Hockey Association. Sirens are blaring.
The horns are honking, the sirens are going.
Yeah.
Lloydminster Minor Hockey, Shelby, they house over 70 teams, including the Lloydminster Elite Hockey Division, and they have players ranging from 5 to 18 years.
And they are actually first place for non-commercial.
Yes, that's important to mention as well. So congratulations to them. They have a lot of hockey players of many ages coming by here. And behind them is Synergy Credit Union, and behind Synergy Credit Union was Border Paws Animal Shelter. So there's Synergy Credit Union. They have their mascot. And Synergy Credit Union, we should mention, they're celebrating their 80th anniversary this year. So congratulations.
Impressive.
Congratulations to them. We do want to mention, as well as we kind of see Synergy continuing by, that this parade broadcast is brought to you by Denham Chrysler here in Lloydminster. So we want to say thank you to them because they're making this broadcast possible and allowing us to, maybe you're not from Lloydminster, you're out of town, you can't make it down today, you can watch this from your living room. So we're excited about that.
Yes, thank you, Denham Chrysler. We've got Eggland that's coming through, I'm pretty sure here.
It's a nice, nice tractor, and you can kind of start smelling a little bit of that diesel. You're getting
yeah, that's a very good smell there.
It makes me feel like an Albertan, I can tell you that.
I'd love to see that we got some doggos that are coming with the Border Paws Animal Shelter. Of course, you got to bring out the pets, you know?
Of course.
Showcase what we got going on at the shelter and, you know, what pets need help. Nicole and everybody there do great work. Candace does great work. So thank you to the Border Paws Animal Shelter for everything that they do. Yes.
And what are we seeing here now, Shelby? We have Gold Horse Casino.
Gold Horse Casino.
Viva Lloydminster.
I nailed
that, yeah.
We nailed it that time. We kind of did not do so good last year with it, but we nailed it this time.
Practice makes perfect, Shelby. Practice makes perfect.
We're doing good. For Gold Horse, they want to say come out and have some fun, you know? You can go out there, have some fun, maybe spend a little, and hopefully win a little. But I guess it's at your own risk.
Yeah, there's a chance you can win. I think there's a lot of, I've seen some big jackpots coming out of Gold Horse, but no matter what happens, you can always have a good time and have some good food there as well.
Yeah. It's delicious.
You can see that little guy there handing out some candy along with the firefighters.
So cute.
We have a float here that's representing Nissan there, and we also have the North American Chuck Wagon Championship coming by. And,
We got lots of races coming up then.
lots of races, yeah. It's exciting to see that happening at the same time as the fair. It really just kind of takes it to that next level.
Exactly. They got a little bit of everything for people at this fair and parade. Lots of activities going on here in the border city. Please make sure to go check everything out.
And your story yesterday too was mentioning how this year's fair, the layout's going to be a little different because last year the dust from the chuck wagons was coming to the midway, right?
Yeah, it will help block the dust coming into the fair from the chuck wagons, and that will help a lot, I think, with people going. All right.
And I can start to hear the marching band coming. I'm kind of excited to see that. I think it should be coming.
This is going to be a good performance for sure.
Yeah.
Once that comes a bit closer, we are definitely going to quiet down.
That's a face we recognize quite a bit. Real Country coming by here. Heather Clagus is giving a wave to the cameras.
Everybody wave to Heather Clagus. And I see that our Sarah Scott is also walking around, throwing candy for the kids.
Yeah, two great voices of Real Country and the Stingray radio stations here in our broadcast region, and they do so much out doing some remotes and stuff, and seeing different events too. So some great colleagues we have to work with.
Yeah, honestly, we are truly blessed. And look at I love their little setup there on that truck. The little barn on it and everything. They're all having a blast out here. And the LPSD marching band is slowly making its way.
So this is has kids from grade 6 to 12 all across Lloydminster Public Schools, and they're going to be performing for us today. So we can maybe just take a listen. Eh?
Yep.
You're watching the Lloyd Ex Fair Parade, sponsored by Denham Chrysler.
And while we listen to this music too, we just want to mention that this parade is brought to you by Denham Chrysler here in Lloydminster. They're making this parade broadcast possible, and we want to say thank you to them.
As you can tell from that marching band, playing a little bit of Batman if you didn't recognize it.
I like to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Now the RM of Wilton is coming by on our screen now.
RM of Wilton is going off.
It's quite a big submission they have there. Yeah, how are they even going to make the turn? It's
I don't know. And this is actually a big one because they are first place.
And it makes sense, right?
Yeah,
like,
in the theme category. And it like you said, makes sense. Just take a good look at this float.
And
massive.
Times are a-changing, and it kind of shows a lot of different signs there from the RM, an older vehicle. They've got a lot of people up there too, so...
sending good waves.
Yeah, they definitely put a lot into that submission.
That is amazing.
And we're happy to report they made the turn.
Yes, they did. That was a good thing to worry about there, just in case. This is a huge vehicle.
Got pretty close to that pole.
Also, for everybody watching this, if you're out there, please make sure you are staying out of the way.
That's a good point.
This will cause some issues. Safety is top priority.
I know when I was younger, I'd like to go and get that candy, and sometimes you're not aware of your surroundings, so make sure you're keeping your distance, right?
I agree. A little bit too much excitement.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
King's Energy Group, there they are making the corner there. Canadian flag waving there on the back of their truck.
They got the Canadian flag waving proudly.
I think that's Carly Rae Jepsen playing behind us too.
Yes.
So, we're really getting into the summer vibes here.
You will be hearing some music going crazy here.
Redhead equipment is coming up now. Nice to see a tractor. It's something you're going to see a lot in these parades. Hey, Shelby?
Yes, the farming equipment. If you ever see some of this equipment out there on the roads and the highways and whatnot, make sure to move out the way.
That's true.
Yes, because they will be blocking a lot of the road and they need to get places. So it's nice to see that they're coming through and showing how big these wheels can actually be on this equipment.
I know that's something that you pay a lot of attention. Oh my, honestly though, like I was just gonna make a joke. Shelby loves to talk about how big the tires are, and then I turned and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of tires too. I think I see 4, and that's only on one side of that tractor.
I think if a person stood next to the biggest tire on that tractor, you're not even reaching the height of it.
Honestly though.
That is a huge tire.
And the thing is too is there's probably people at home that have grown up on farms and they're like, what are these two people talking about? Like this is don't you know how big these tires are?
Probably thinking
we're amazed, okay?
Yeah. And that's really awesome seeing that pool in the back of this one here. I'd love to see that. Kings is hilarious with that, and it looks like they're enjoying a nice day out in the pool.
Take a look at that on your screen there, Shelby. How
Mini
adorable
horse.
is that? A mini chuck wagon even too.
A mini chuck wagon.
So sweet, very
is
cute
so
to see
cute.
that. And then a very cool car behind them as well.
And then we got DNA optometry right behind, and that's in a, like I like to say, a classy vehicle.
Very, very classy. Yet you'll be hearing that a couple of times at home as we see some more classy vehicles come by.
People seems like they really put some thought into it. They know what's going to catch people's eye out there, and they want to switch it up.
Yeah.
And we also want to say again, thank you so much that this broadcast is brought to you by Denim Chrysler. We would not be here without them.
And it wouldn't be a parade without the live broadcast.
Of
so,
course,
yeah,
of
I'm
course.
very excited we're able to do this.
Yes,
That fire
thank you,
truck,
thank you.
The fire truck that we saw come by here, it's actually just coming right behind us. There it is on the screen. That is, it was used by the Lloydminster Fire Department when it was no longer needed by the British Commonwealth Air Training in Canada. It is a 1941 Ford 6x6 fire truck. So very cool piece of history there coming
Yes, we've been getting a lot of entries with some of these vehicles of what kinds they are, what year they're from, and I think that's very cool to get that history on it.
by. Oh, 100% Shelby.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
Limitless Athletics is coming by here. They're a new local cheerleading club.
Beautiful, beautiful, and I love their colors. They are actually also offering recreational tumbling, ninja, birthday parties, camps, and baby classes. So they got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, honestly, it's cool to see how the sport of cheerleading is really taking off as well. I think it's going to be an Olympic sport here coming up soon. So
I think I want to go for the ninja.
Yeah. And we have some horses coming by here on the screen now, and CFCW's truck.
CFCW is coming right behind Cheer. So if you're watching there, you will be seeing them come up soon here in their decorated truck.
Alberta's country legend. You can always catch them, not just, they're based out of Camrose, but they serve the entire north central Alberta playing country music, a lot of oldies, a lot of new, good variety there.
Ooh, and they even have a barcode on their truck saying scan to win an RV. That's pretty cool.
Well, get your phone out, Shelby.
I'll try.
Yeah, thank you. Put a submission in for both of us.
And we got some more horses coming here, and I think that's very, you gotta love horses. You need that in a parade. Horses, horses.
Especially in Lloydminster, right?
Yeah, of course.
I think we're gonna have Do It Again Ranch Adventures coming up shortly.
Beautiful, yes.
That was actually them that came by. Just wanted to make sure they're closer to us now. We can see, and they won #1 in the horse
Yes,
entry.
congratulations to them for that. That is amazing. They got some beautiful horses coming, so make sure, give a nice wave to everybody on there and the horsies.
And just to kind of plug them a little bit too, Shelby, they are a newly owned business. They're 15 minutes east of Lloydminster, and they offer sleigh and wagon rides. I think you can either go out to their location or they can come to you, and that's always fun no matter what the situation is, but especially for the kiddos, hey?
Yeah, of course, especially for the kiddos. You can go and have fun, learn some new things.
And that's the thing about this parade too, is there's so many different community events, community organizations, and businesses that come by that you might find something new. So this is something I never really heard about, and it's maybe I'll look into it. You know,
a lot of things that we have offered in the border city that people may not have known before. All right, then we got SwiftNet.ca Communications coming in with their truck, so you can just see there.
Now
They are the Alberta and Saskatchewan Wi-Fi broadband internet service. So if you're with them, here they come.
And that's something that's important, especially in rural parts of both Alberta and Saskatchewan. It's difficult to get high-speed internet and stuff. So nowadays, that's a big important part of life. It's not a luxury; it's a necessity as well.
I agree.
I think this is a good time again to thank Denham Chrysler for sponsoring this parade broadcast and making it possible to bring the sights and sounds of the Lloyd Ex Parade to you.
Got some good music.
That's the goat vehicle that's making some noise behind us.
They gotta show off, gotta rev the engine a bit.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
I think some taunting from the crowd made that possible.
And right behind them is Citizen on Patrol. They got a nicely cute decorated vehicle coming up. A couple of them actually there.
Shelby.
Oh,
How adorable.
gorgeous. Look at the
Such a
spots on that
cutie.
doggo. Own little decorations on the doggo too.
Yeah, you were mentioning Citizen on Patrol is coming by. They help monitor the community and alert the RCMP to different stuff going on. And I know that they're a volunteer-run group, so I want to give them a shout out.
Yeah, they're making it a better and safer place for people here in the community.
Now, Shield Mechanical was just coming by. They're your one-stop shop for HVAC, plumbing, electrical needs, and they also got third place in the theme category of Times Are a Changin'. So you can kind of see the float that they have coming up now on your screen.
It's great to see that everyone got a lot of people got some recognition for placing in these categories.
Yeah, they have a orange toilet there, so I'm not exactly sure what the story behind that is, but yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's a bit curious, but it's pretty cool to see.
And following them, we have Silverwood Toyota. Now they got second place in the theme category.
Second
of
place
Times
in
Are
the
a
theme
Changin'.
category.
And it's their 30th anniversary.
So congrats to them.
So many
30th
businesses have been
anniversary.
in Lloydminster such a long time, hey?
Yeah, 100%. It's good to see, how tight knit the community is here. All right, and XL is making its way. They got their cute decorations as well. And then we got R&D Plumbing and Heating that is making their way in their little truck there. Also looks like they're handing out some candy.
Yeah, I wish, like I said earlier, we could get it up here, but we might have to make a trip to the store after. I see someone's getting a Frisbee even too.
Hopefully that Frisbee doesn't fly too close to us.
Throw it in the opposite direction.
Yeah, can't handle that.
Home Hardware Building Centers is coming by now. Also, Beaver Home and Cartages is a part of that. They do ready-to-move homes. Basically how it works is they have a lot south of Lloydminster, and they build the house there, and then they can kind of bring it to wherever you're going to put it. And very cool stuff. They also are, what's on the float there, you can win. So there's that little shed kind of a thing there. It's $10 tickets for that raffle.
That's
so
awesome.
That's kind of cool to mention.
And then they got XL Insurance Group. I'm pretty sure that it's making their way. And they have been in a group in the Lloydminster. They can make sure to help out with insuring it all on the Alberta and Saskatchewan side, and they are actually first place for commercial floats within 25-kilometer radius.
Yeah, good for them. And I think the balloons might have done them in, because we've seen a lot of balloons, but I think this is a good variety of sizes, colors, and the way that they have that kind of like derrick on the back there is very Albertan.
All right, so what do we got coming up here?
Well, we still see
XL's
XL
got
coming by.
Yes. And then we got the shed that you were bringing up there in the back.
Yes, Home Hardware is coming by there. So $10 raffle tickets there, and you can get the tickets in person or at the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation office, or the gift shop located at the Lloydminster Hospital. Now, it's a playhouse modeled on one of their show homes that I was talking about too, so kind of cool to see it making its way down the streets.
Yeah. And they literally got a sign saying, "Win me." So people, make sure you get your $10 tickets there.
Yeah, and Home Hardware is locally owned, and they also do a lot to contribute.
Horns are
Lots of
ablazing.
horns.
They're coming through again. Ooh, I like this. They got like a little boat almost on wheels that's coming, it looks like, hey, for the Lloydminster Border Blades.
Border Blades. I think that's a big skate that's on there that's on fire.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I think
You
that's
are
what's
correct.
going on.
From seeing it on the monitor, I thought that was a little boat.
Oh, that's funny though. They're skating so fast that they're lighting up some fires on the ice there.
Yeah,
Cool to
well,
see that.
they actually offer, Jace,
Yes.
kids a fun and exciting and challenging environment so they can learn how to skate on these long blades and push their limits. So they really have a lot to offer for all the kiddos out there that really want to skate.
I've never speed skated before, but I definitely feel like it's a different experience.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be the best at it,
We now
but
have
good for the kids out there
a
that definitely want to do it.
check it out. Marching band coming by now here from the Lloydminster Catholic School Division. We can take a listen here. I think we're going to be hearing some Super Mario Bros. If I'm correct.
This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I know you love Super Mario Bros. Shelby.
I think there's a lot of fans out there, and I think they're going to do it justice.
I hear it.
You're watching the Lloyd Ex Fair Parade, sponsored by Denim Chrysler.
Just how talented are these group of kids coming from the Lloydminster Catholic School Division to be able to perform and walk, do that turn like this? It's a lot of work to do this.
Yeah. And we also want to say once again, while we're listening to this great music, thank you to Denim Chrysler, the Lloyd Ex Fair Project sponsoring this broadcast. We wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Now coming behind them, we're going to have the Just Cruising Car Club. They have quite a big submission of classy cars coming by. Here's some old
I guess they
vehicles.
have a 1929 Model A Ford. So that's pretty cool. They're teaching me about vehicles because I would have no idea what they are.
And Just Cruising, I know you spoke with some representatives of them
Yes.
ahead of their show that they did over the Father's Day long weekend, and
They do a lot for Father's Day long weekend.
And it's cool because this year they were able to do it down at the Service Sports Center, and Ribfest also happened down there at the same time. I know some thunderstorms came throughout the weekend, but just so cool to see that event happening down there on Father's Day.
100%, they offer a lot, and I think they always love, just hanging out on those Wednesdays sometimes in the parking lot at the mall,
Yeah.
having a good time, showing off those vehicles, and they share a passion for classy vehicles, like I said before. They share a passion.
They put a lot into it, and it's always nice to be able to just see all the work that they do in their vehicles.
Yeah. All right, and I think that what was just showing there was All-Star Cleaning Services.
Yeah, you're right.
Say. Yes, they're slowly making their way over between this golf cart here.
So they're a family-run business. They offer residential and commercial cleaning services.
And they got some cute balloons on theirs as well. They got cute decorations in the back there. I think they actually have a mop and a broom.
They do. Of course they do. They have the mop bucket on there too.
Amazing.
I think they might be ready to clean up some messes along their route. And
They'll be able to help the street sweepers.
yeah, they might have to put in a shift afterwards. The town of Wainwright has their float coming by here, so they're asking you to roam to Wainwright where your adventure begins. There's a lot down in Wainwright. There's a lot of different stores. Discover their attractions as well, including their Memorial Clock Tower, Buffalo Statue, Museum, Dudcon Buffalo Paddock, and the Battle River Trail. as well down
That's some
there.
tongue twisters there. That's for sure.
And
It looks like they got a lot of fun stuff though that you can go check out.
And I like the float there because they kind of
Yes.
have a representation of some of the stuff that I was talking about that you can see down.
The
in
tower is
Wainwright.
so cool.
They have a nice downtown.
Yeah, they have a beautiful downtown. I love seeing it. I think they kind of had a similar float last year, and it was just as good. They probably even put a little bit more work and effort into this year's, and it looks amazing.
Well, and we have coming by here a Taekwondo group too, so
Yes.
like to see all the
That's going to
different
be
athletes.
awesome. Yes. They're going to show off some of their moves. So I think they're going to be able to hand out, hopefully maybe hand out some candy. If not, maybe they'll show some moves there. Oh, and
There you
they
go.
are.
You asked and you received.
Woo! That is impressive. I wish I could kick that high. I could solve a lot of my problems kicking that high.
Shut up. Well, you got to go check out Torin Taekwondo. They also received a 3rd place in the non-commercial category. They're a locally owned family business serving Lloydminster and surrounding areas. And they also are home to a current national champion, national sparring champion, who's competing in Finland in September at Worlds. So congratulations
Amazing.
to him.
Yeah, Finland, you said? Very
yes.
impressive. That is awesome. And they got their big sign there. They all look so proud. That is so cute.
Look at this. Look what we're getting to see. Nice.
I got to clap. Oh,
It's like a ninja
wow.
there. Whoa.
That was impressive.
And I believe that that kid that was jumping by there, he is the one that's going to be heading to Finland as well.
Yeah, that would
so
make sense.
We wish him luck. Lakeland College coming by now.
And they got their mascot with them. Oh, brush himself off. I like that.
He's getting ready there
hat
to
and
wave to the
everything.
crowd. He's got some swagger about him.
100%, Jace. You're reading my mind here.
Yeah, Lakeland College has campus here in Lloydminster as well as in Vermilion, and they offer a lot of different programs. And I think we're both NAIT grads, but I think Lakeland College is a similar kind of school where they really prepare their graduates to get into the industry and work.
Hands-on work. Like
Exactly.
what they were just showing, the first responder training. They got strong stuff going on there. You can learn so much at Lakeland College.
And you're not just in a classroom writing stuff down, you're getting that hands-on experience in the field, working with industry, and, you know, really learning what you need to learn to get out there and work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
get your
agree.
hands dirty a little bit.
100%. Sometimes, you know, hands-on work, kinesthetic learners,
Yeah, for sure.
it's the best kind of school. All beautiful colors coming up here.
Love to see those skirts. And we have the little Obi here. It's a train that's going to be promoting railway safety and education.
First place in commercial floats shown outside 25-kilometer radius of Lloydminster.
I think that's very well deserved because how accurate too is this little train?
Yeah, they killed it. It's amazing.
I think that's going to be one of my favorites so far. Congratulations on
And
that
then we got
first
the
place.
actual train in the background.
That's true, there's the actual train.
It's like they're saying hi to each other.
Honestly, and it proves how accurate the horn is on that one because I didn't even notice that a real train was coming by until you mentioned
It's almost
it.
like the actual train was like, hello.
Got jealous,
little
I
train.
think.
Yeah.
You're stomping on my turf here.
That is amazing. That was some beautiful pink colors that this is.
This is the Lloydminster Chinese community.
Yes, and their entry is beautiful because they want to showcase some of their dance, their colors, and they definitely wanted to say how grateful and happy they are
to be a part of this community.
Yeah, to be a part of the Lloydminster community.
And I just love the way their dress goes with the wind, and as their movements go, very elegant.
And they say they even, they plan to make more contributions to the development of Lloydminster, and I think that is a beautiful thing to say.
Yeah, I agree. It's great to see them represented this year.
Yes.
Explosion Gymnastics is coming by here on our screen. They have a little bus there that's painted very nice, got some of their graphics and their logo on it as well. And a vehicle that is in front of them is actually representing the Saskatchewan Summer Games, 2024 Saskatchewan Summer Games going to be here in Lloydminster. Very excited about that because they had to cancel it in 2020, so it's fun to see that coming.
Yeah, and you know, Explosion Gymnastics
Yeah, we're kind of jumping
and their
around
academy
here,
and
but yeah,
everything.
tell me
I
about
know.
that.
For that one, you know, from July 30th to August 5th, they're going to be among 67 countries performing for the world. They're representing Canada on the world stage in Amsterdam. And that's amazing.
Good for them.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, here in the border city,
From
that's what they're
little
doing.
Lloydminster.
Yeah. And look at these tricks.
Handstand there. I'm glad you mentioned that too. Got to shout them out for the work they're going to be doing. Just so great to see all the different athletes here in Lloydminster.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Look at that flip.
In sync
Woo!
as well.
Yeah, synchronized flipping.
Yeah.
Wish we could do that,
We
Jace?
love to see that. I know
Yeah.
I should have really started earlier, gotten into gymnastics, but something we should inquire about is maybe do they have some sort of like beginner classes for us?
Yeah, we can't start right off doing those flips. That's a little bit difficult there.
You're watching the Lloyd Ex Parade, sponsored by Denim Chrysler.
Now we do want to mention once again that this parade broadcast is brought to you by Denim Chrysler
Thank you
here
once
in
again.
Lloydminster. Yeah, thank you so much to Denim Chrysler for sponsoring this sponsoring this parade broadcast today. We're talking about the train that came by earlier, and you know what the train did?
It blocked a little bit of the parade.
It delayed
that's been
our
coming,
parade.
and that's what we're thinking. Right when I heard those horns,
Yeah.
I thought, you know what, they're trying to speak to little Obi.
Exactly.
And then they're saying, Obi, we're coming.
Obi, what did you do? Honestly, you're so cute, but now you inspired this break in our parade.
Exactly, but look at this.
It was short-lived, right?
And you can see the running. Everybody's trying to catch up. They're hustling, putting
They're
in
fighting
good
for
work.
their lives up there. They're like, we gotta catch up now.
That is amazing.
It's a lot of separation.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
very
100%.
excited.
I feel bad for the ones running, and they're in those outfits, the uniform and everything
Yeah.
too. If you can see behind
This
the trucks.
is training though. This is Blackfoot Fire and Rescue. So they are, I think, definitely used to having to be in their equipment and be running and stuff
Be
like
prepared.
that. Just want to say thanks again to our first responders, especially we've been seeing a lot of wildfires all across this country. Early in in May in Saskatchewan and Alberta.
And it's slowly continuing, you know, for people not being safe out there. They're needing to put out those butts after their cigarettes. You just got to be safe out there and make sure you're not, you know, causing these wildfires. And that's
Yeah.
what sometimes that's what's sad is that's what happens with some of the reasoning behind these wildfires.
And it's upsetting because I feel like nowadays we're seeing more and more. It's part of our summer of having those wildfire smoke, but we want to say thank you because we've had some Lloydminster
good
Fire
work,
Service and
very
different
good work.
firefighters going all over the place and specially trained ones. So
Yeah.
thanks to them. And Blackfoot Fire Rescue, they are obviously out of Blackfoot, but they also serve the county of Vermilion River. So I want to say thanks to them.
And also for showing up again to, you know, come support in the parade.
Because we
That's
love to see the
amazing.
fire trucks.
Yeah,
I know when
we
I
always
was
have
young,
a lot of fire departments coming.
Yeah.
But here comes the noises.
I always loved the fire trucks when I was younger, so it's fun to see how many we get to see.
And we got the firefighters also walking. Not bad at all. Wave to the firefighters. They are running. Really taking a good look at their uniforms. Imagine how heavy it is
I
to be
know.
wearing that for, you know, being a firefighter and being those first responders.
And they
Good
just
on
have
them.
the pants only. Imagine you got the jacket over top too. That's a thick
Yep.
material.
Yeah.
And then you're going into a fire that's very hot too. Like you're sweating.
Exactly. It's gonna catch me doing it. Good on them.
Tingley's Harvest Center, I believe, is the float that we see on our screen there now, Shelby.
And they got lots coming. They got a tractor. They got a truck, side by sides.
Yeah, they got those.
They got a
Kubota.
lot coming, so be prepared to see them. And they are trying to hustle. I know they're a bit behind as everybody else is trying to hustle. But I think we're doing still some really good time.
And I think they're doing a good job of catching up. You know, we're just getting to around 11 o'clock right now, so the parade's been going for about an hour, and we still have a little ways to go. So it's exciting. I know Phil Ferguson, who's like part of the parade or committee, was saying that they had quite a number more this year of floats in the parade, so it's nice to see how much of the community came together to be part of this annual tradition.
I agree very much so. And they're saying hi to everybody, waving. Ooh, balloon
Something
pop
was
around
quite loud,
us.
yeah.
Don't know where that was from.
You know what I think it was? Is a balloon. One of those balloons popped.
That sounded very near us.
Almost took out my eardrum.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
We have some fire trucks coming by once again.
Beautiful.
Technical support unit.
I wonder if the ladder truck is coming again.
I know you like that ladder. It's a Lloyd. There it is. The boys up in the control room knew how much you liked it, Shelby, so they made sure to put it up on the screen for us here.
Yes.
So they have a lot of different vehicles coming by, part of that Lloydminster Fire Department thing, but we do have
some cool information on it.
Yeah,
some very cool information.
Some of this here, Shelby?
Yeah, so in the lineup today, we got 1927 Chevrolet fire truck, and this is one of the first trucks put in service prior to the two Lloydminster communities joining together back in 1930.
Got a cool bit of history there.
That is very cool. The next truck is supposed to be a 2015 T-Rex aerial apparatus known as Tower 18. And this is used for multiple uses, you know, water streams, and it can reach 115 feet in the air.
Look at that ladder.
Yeah. That's a big ladder.
And they also had a 2014 rescue truck there that has the Jaws of Life in there and a lot of different other equipment. So it's great to see that.
Which is very cool, very cool.
The Lloydminster LGBTQ Society is coming by here. Always a very colorful
of course,
parade
they need to
float
be colorful,
that they submit.
right? That's what it's all about for Pride. And you know, it's always great to see like how much events we got going on, especially when it was Pride Month and everything too.
Exactly. Pride Month just wrapped up, but the LGBTQ Society holds events all year, different drag shows, and it's great to see them part of this community here in Lloydminster.
And what do we like to say for Pride and for the LGBTQ+?
What do I like to say?
Yeah.
Love is love.
Love
exactly.
is love. Yes, it is.
Teed me up right there, Shelby.
Set that one up. All right, and Edge Orthodontics is passing by here.
Dr. Young and his team. I kind of like that float. We got a lot of flamingos, very summery kind of vibes there.
And listen to the music. That is such a strong vibe here. They're a beautiful new clinic, so you know, make sure you want to go see them for all your orthodontic needs. I might have to check them out myself.
Up next, we have Lloydminster Motor Club coming by here.
Here we go.
Got flags of both our provinces here, very Lloydminster float.
Yeah, and it is a community-minded automotive group. And they strive to help out any cause when they can. They have raised roughly $50,000 for charitable organizations and local families in need. How amazing is that, James?
Great to see people that have their passions and have their kind of, they're car enthusiasts, but they're also able to raise money for the community while also doing their hobby at the same time.
That's amazing. That's a lot of work you got to put in to do that, and like being so thoughtful. Oh, and what do we got coming up slowly here?
Look at this on the coming by here.
Oh my gosh, this is like Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. We have the Gopher Hill paintball. Now they've been Lloydminster's go-to for summer outdoor fun since 1988, so that's a long time.
And Spiro's Vanos is making its way.
There it is, the Spiro's Vanos. Spiro's is a great family-run restaurant here in Lloydminster, and of course you love the sauce.
Oh, love the sauce. You could have it on their classic dry ribs. I like it on their chicken wings. I recommend the chicken wings with the sauce.
Yeah, you got me onto that a little bit, Shelby.
Yeah, you guys got to give it a shot. And yes, you were saying about the paintball club that's coming up behind them.
Yeah, Gopher Hill coming by here. I think I haven't
Who knew they would look that serious too? Sorry.
I don't blame you for cutting me off, because when we had the shot of them coming in, I thought we were having an attack or something going on here.
And they've been around in Lloydminster since 1988, and that's pretty awesome. Gotta love those uniforms.
We have the scoop as well that just came by us here. We see some of their balloons on the backs of the people walking by.
Is amazing, and they actually did very good because they got second place for a commercial float within 25-kilometer radius of Lloydminster.
Very well deserved.
Great
Lots
flavors.
of balloons.
Go check it out.
Yeah, they have over 60 hard ice cream flavors there. They have so much deep fried ice cream. I don't even fully know what that is, but they have it there.
Yeah, gotta try it.
They have floats of all different kinds, so very nice there.
Okay.
And Jerkit Fishing Co. was on the screen there.
Yes, and
mobile fishing store.
They got lots going on for it. Fishing rods, hooks, and of course, their witty fishing apparel.
That's what I'd go there for, yeah, the witty apparel.
Yeah. They get a hoodie or a nice shirt.
ATB is coming by now here. Very excited to see lots of balloons once again. And ATB obviously there if you need them for your banking needs.
Yeah, ATB is fantastic.
Medicare Lloydminster was on the screen a second ago passing by, and now we're back to Jerkit. Gotta love to see their little trailer
back to
there
Jerkit,
and
yeah.
their logo.
And for ATB, they're built for Albertans by Albertans.
There you go, Shelby.
Yeah, pretty cool.
See some of those little carts coming by here, part of the Medicare Lloydminster.
That is awesome. They're all giving nice waves. I love when they wave to us as well. Even though our backs are turned, they still like to give us that wave. And we also want to say once again, this broadcast is brought to you by Denim Chrysler. Thank you so much again for this. We would not be here without you.
The sun's coming out a little bit too, so it's nice that we're under this tent from the tent guys.
Lakeside Pharmacy was just passing by there a bit earlier, and they're Lloydminster's newest pharmacy.
And they say they want to have a positive impact on the community. Yes. Guardian Plumbing and Heating, they were the floats just passing by here. You can see their truck there. There's the drain doctor, very handsome man there on the side of the vehicle.
Yeah, that's a way to catch your eye for sure on the side of your vehicle. They know.
It looks like the group on the back.
They know what's up.
They know what's up, and they're having some fun there on the back of that vehicle as well. So it's nice to see that.
That's it's really awesome to see that they even not only have their own vehicle that's decorated, but what they're carrying behind it on those floats. How much time and effort spent on these floats is so impressive. I love that, people just love putting all that work into it for fun.
Yeah, they definitely put a lot of, they want to have the attention to detail, and I think that's definitely important to see.
Yeah.
Coming up behind them is Synovus.
Synovus Energy, yes.
Synovus is a big employer here in Lloydminster.
For more than 80 years.
They've been here a while. It's maybe they haven't been called Synovus, but they definitely operate those legacy Husky assets here, the upgrader, the refinery. And I want to mention too, Synovus Energy, they're the sponsor of that new arena coming here to the border city. So Synovus Energy Hub.
That's interesting, and what an interesting name to have. It's kind of a switch up, but it sounds pretty cool and modern at the same time.
Just letting the sirens go. But yeah, I agree with you, Shelby. It's a name that kind of stands out. You're not going to forget it. And I know, because I did the story when that name change first happened, both the CEO of Synovus as well as Mayor Albers, they were saying they chose that name Hub because they really wanted it to be kind of a gathering place of the community, not just for sports.
And that's really impressive. Now we got Roots of Wellness that are making their way right behind here.
And they do a lot of different massage therapy and stuff like that.
And that's pretty awesome. They like to expand on massage therapy and supply. They got an outlet store and everything. So they got a lot going on for them. If you want some good massages, you want to learn a bit more about it, I think you need to go check out Roots of Wellness.
It's been a fun morning so far, Shelby. Love to be able to bring this broadcast to everyone.
Of course.
To their living rooms. It's we've seen a lot of different variety of floats coming by, organizations, businesses, and it's fun to see all the kids that are out for this as well, and kids at heart as well. Yeah,
I think it honestly is a bit busier than what we saw last year, and I didn't think that would be possible.
Yeah,
especially
we had a
after,
pretty good
of course,
one last
the
year.
Pandemic and whatnot, knowing that this has been brought back and more people are going to be more excited and everything. Now this year, stronger than ever.
And next year they have to beat it. I'm already, they better, as soon as they get back to the staging ground, you're preparing for next year. How are we going to make this even better? Kind of cool one we see there on our screen.
Yeah, the decorations are interesting.
Different animals and stuff there.
It's like a forest or something, but they also got like a dinosaur coming up on the front.
It's like a Loch Ness monster, maybe?
Loch Ness. That's pretty cool. It's also cool to see how much music is going, you know, the blasting of energy,
Yeah.
the beats out there, the bass.
Yeah,
I think everybody's enjoying their time.
We've got quite a bass right now. Earlier we had a lot of country music, and it's kind of switching up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a different genre for everything almost coming out. Like,
and it's nice to hear that variety. We had some mail carriers walking by there from Canada Post. Definitely a familiar sight all across this nation, bringing different mail, but nowadays especially a lot of different packages to people's doors.
We've had it come up a few times for us with Canada Post, and also 3rd place in the commercial float, shown within 25-kilometer radius of Lloydminster.
That's
Canada
good
Post.
to mention, Shelby.
Very
I don't
cool.
know if we'll be able to get a shot of it yet, but they have a walking mailbox. There you go. The guys upstairs were really great to bring that. Look at, I said walking, it was a running mailbox.
I don't know
actually.
why, but that is hilarious.
I think that mailbox might have been the deciding factor of them getting placing there in that
I
category.
want to know how well, I guess he can see through that hole there, but I feel
That
like I
nail
would
slot.
be blocked so easily. So good on him. I hope he doesn't trip or fall.
Well, he's going
Because how is he going to get up?
fast. Yeah.
Oh, he's having a blast. Hopefully it's easy to see in that outfit, because wow, that is awesome.
And I just want to say too, like being a mail carrier, I couldn't imagine the amount of work, having to go all different conditions. You know, it's kind of, who knows what people's sidewalks are like. So it's not the easiest job, and they go out there every single day and do that job.
Exactly.
So thanks to them as well.
We got a singer coming through with the soothing voice once again. That's the ladder truck. That's the ladder truck.
There you go. We're getting close to the end here because we're seeing Britannia Fire Department coming by. So they got that big ladder truck, something I know both of us are excited to see.
Of course.
Now, the Britannia Fire Department, they proudly serve the RM of Britannia and their partners in the province of Saskatchewan as required, and they're excited to be part of the community.
And like we were saying, the fire department's coming from the surrounding area to join this parade here in the border city. What an honor. What an honor to have our first responders that we respect so much come and join the fun and spread some positivity in the community.
I think that's a good point too, because earlier at the beginning of the parade, we had a lot of different vehicles coming by, fast and furious, and we were kind of getting our bearings about us as well. But there was a lot of different mayors from different communities coming by, and it's nice to see the different communities come together, because you might not be in Lloyd, but you're still part of the Lloyd community.
Exactly. It's getting a bit loud now, so we'll maybe let us listen to the song.
Someone wants another horn to go. You can see that person there was like, let's hear it. There you go.
Ladder truck. Look at all these other trucks. Amazing. I love seeing them up close.
Yeah,
Still
it's
blows
great.
my mind.
The size of those vehicles coming by.
You know,
is
when you were
always
younger
great.
and you're like in class and they do a little school trip to
Yeah.
go and visit the firefighters. I wish that could happen now at my adult years. I wish I could just go now and get a little road trip.
Well, this is
Little
as
field
close
trip.
as you're gonna get, I think, until there's a story where you have to head down there. But I think we're going to see after this fire truck is the street sweepers.
Yes, it is wrapping up, unfortunately, which really sucks. But I mean, that was an amazing parade, and I think it's actually pretty fun that we got, a little bit delayed there.
Exactly.
But that's okay, because it made the parade last a little bit longer for everybody.
It gave you a little bit more time with us and us with you, and you got to see everything coming by. Luckily, we didn't have much horse mess coming by us somewhere here, but I'm sure that the street sweepers are going to have some work to do along the parade route. We're lucky. We were under this tent the entire time as well, brought to you by the tent guys, so we didn't have to deal
Shout
with
out to
any
the
of
tent guys once again. This was amazing.
Thank you so much.
This really worked out. This is nice shade and everything, and even if it was a bit sunnier, I think it would help out a lot more, but you never know. Weather conditions switch up pretty easily.
Yes. And we want to say thank you to Denham Chrysler for being the sponsor of this broadcast, and they're also the sponsor of the parade rebroadcast. So if you tuned in halfway through the parade, you missed it, maybe your kids were out on the street and you want to be able to show them some of the stuff that they missed or relive your favorite moments, you can watch the parade replay brought to you by Denham Chrysler Lloydminster. It's going to be taking place on Friday, the 21st of July at 7 p.m. on both channels, CKSA and CITL. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah, if you didn't catch it now, You will have time, no worries.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate everybody joining us today. We had a blast. This parade was amazing.
Yeah, there was lots of cool stuff. I think that little train, I think was one of my favorites for sure, and the jokes we were able to get out of that train there. But
of course.
So many balloons, so many colors, and very exciting to see all of the community come out here and just come together to support the fair.
Yeah, so once again, thank you to everybody for joining us. I'm Shelby Clark.
I'm Jace Mackey. Thank you for watching and enjoying the parade with us today.
Bye-bye.